Hare Krishna. I will take the last word. His Grace Radha Gopinath Prabhu spoke on Rishi Ran. There is a verse in Srimad Bhagavatam on Rishi Ran. Yaire Rishi Bhagavato Gatiratmavada Ekantato Nigama Pradipaditana Tushyan Pada Brakarunaha Swakrutena Nityam Konam Tat Pratikaroti Vinoda Patram. This verse is by Prithu Maharaj, addressed to 4 Kumaras. He is telling, oh great lords, oh great Vaishnavas, how can we express our gratitude to you? To you who has explained the path of self-realization in such an expert way, with Vedic evidences and with personal conviction in your spiritual life. And you have set a very good example yourself. How can we express our gratitude to you? In what way can we express? We may have to probably do like the way people do in the Ganges, take the Ganges water and offer it back to Ganges. Similarly, we are like tiny children to offer you anything. We can only tell you to be satisfied with what you have. So, Prabhu was talking about Rishi Ran. So, on this most auspicious day of Srila Prabhupada's disappearance, our hearts are all overwhelmed with a deep sense of gratitude for Prabhupada. Prabhupada can be glorified from millions of angles. And I have one specific glorification of Srila Prabhupada today. There's a saying in English, energy flows where intent goes. So our bodily senses, they become active, like we are in a hustle and bustle. But what activities we involve ourselves in will depend on what our mind likes, what our intelligence is convinced about, to which we have given our hearts. You will see, sometimes when you hear a lecture, our minds are pampered because we feel entertained. Sometimes we hear some lectures, our intelligence becomes convinced. And intellectually we may be convinced, therefore we chant 16 rounds every day. We know it is good, although we don't like it. So, intellectual conviction. But if a Vaishnava's lecture can touch our hearts, then we will give our hearts. Sorry, we don't give our hearts to anyone, we lose our hearts. Therefore, in t-shirts you find, I lost my heart in Vrindavan. You don't say, I give my heart in Vrindavan. Actually, if somebody can enter into our heart and cleanse the avidya in our heart, which is ignorance, then that person can actually steal our hearts. Therefore, our Guru Parampara is a chain of hearts. Tene Brahma Hrida Ya Adi Kavaye Muhyanti Yat Suryaha. Lord Vishnu touched the heart of Brahma and kept the wisdom. And Brahma touched the heart of Narada and gave him the wisdom. And Narada touched the heart of Vyas and gave the wisdom. Similarly, Srila Prabhupada touched the heart of all of us. And therefore we are here today in Mayapur Dham. So, energy flows where intent goes. Every one of us sitting here, we all have come with some intent. Depending on our intent, we align our energies of the mind, intelligence and senses and everything. If somebody's intention is deeply convinced that Krishna is everything, Vasudeva Sarvamiti, you will see that their mind will become preoccupied with Krishna thoughts, Krishna pastimes, Krishna activities. It will be like that. So everyone in this world is orbiting around something. Somebody is orbiting around IT company. Somebody is orbiting around a woman or man. Somebody is orbiting around foreign chants. Everybody is orbiting around something. The greatness of an Acharya is his capability to enter the hearts of the living entities and turn their intent towards Krishna, which is the most difficult thing to do. You will see one Dhruva Maharaj stood on his right thumb, standing with one leg, and he influenced the whole universe. All the demigods were suffocating and they had to go to Vishnu. And Vishnu said, I know how this influence all over the universe is happening because there is one Dhruva in Madhuvan performing penance. Similarly, once Srila Prabhupada went to the West, now the whole world is jumping and dancing and singing the holy name. So he could influence the world like this because he had that ability to awaken the sleeping souls, invest the faith in the holy name, awaken the love for Krishna, and align them in Krishna's path, although they were all orbiting around Maya. He knocked them out of Maya's orbit and put them in Radha Krishna's orbit. And now everyone is revolving around Radha and Krishna. Actually, Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, this is real preaching. Real preaching means to give faith in the holy name in the hearts of people. Real preaching means to increase one's attraction and attachment to Krishna. Real preaching means to teach people detachment from Maya, attachment to Krishna, and be fully satisfied in that position. So you remember this acronym, DAS. Detachment from Maya, attachment to Krishna, and satisfied in that position. So that is the real role of any servant of the divine couple. So that kind of thing can only be done if somebody can change our desires. Thanks to Srila Prabhupada and his personal servants, like my spiritual master, and his grand disciples who are my seniors, whose a great excitement and enthusiasm in their spiritual life, great conviction and sincere practice in their spiritual life, and a steady, consistent commitment to this movement for the last 25-30 years, which they have shown, many of my senior God brothers and God sisters. I owe a lot to all of them, because without the inspiration coming down in the parampara like this, it is not possible for us to continue Krishna consciousness in this world. So all these great personalities have derived inspiration from our founder Acharya, Srila Prabhupada, to whom I am extremely thankful. So I'll conclude my talk with a beautiful verse from the Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam Puranam Amalam Yad Vaishnavanam Priyam Yasmin Paramahamsyame Kamabalam Jnanam Param Giyate Tatra Jnana Viraga Bhakti Sahitam Naishkarmyam Avishkritam Tatshinman Supatan Vicharana Paro Bhaktya Vimuchyen Naraha. Why I quoted this verse now? The meaning of this verse is, Srimad Bhagavatam is very dear to Vaishnavas. And Yasminna, in their Bhagavatam, Paramahamsa Mekam Amalam Jnanam Param Giyate. That knowledge is glorified, which is practiced by the Paramahamsas. It's actually meant for the pure devotees. And by studying Bhagavatam, three things will be produced in our lives. He says, Tatra Jnana Viraga Bhakti Sahitam. Plus Naishkarmyam Avishkritam. One more thing, four things he says. We will see transcendental knowledge awakened in our hearts, and detachment from Maya also produced, and bhakti, devotion to Lord Krishna awakened, and Naishkarmyam Avishkritam, how to rise above material work and transform all our work into spiritual work. This will be taught in the Srimad Bhagavatam. So Srila Prabhupada not only exposed Maya, he exploded avidya, he revealed Krishna and engaged everyone's mind and senses and everything they possess in Krishna's service fully. In this way, it wouldn't be an exaggeration to say that Srila Prabhupada has stolen our hearts and handed it over to Krishna's lotus feet. Thank you.
Thank you, Radheshyam Prabhu.